Well, hello there, amazing students. My name is Dr. J, and I will be your instructor for the next 8 weeks as we explore general psychology. Very excited to teach this class. I myself am a college instructor, largely college facilitator, college professor, whatever you want to call me these days. I wear many hats, but I've been a clinical psychologist for a minute. I was a late bloomer. I actually started my academic career at the age of 30. If you didn't catch my video, it's in the introduction posts slash that introduction intro bio video I sent you via the announcement. So check out those two things if you didn't. But I'm going to go through the need to know stuff for the discussion board for this week, as well as the entire week 1 content. I'm going to do one of these videos each and every week. So it is important that you dial into this video, as this is going to walk you through all the important content for the week. Now, in addition to that, you do want to make sure and read through all the course materials so that you're very comfortable and familiar with what you need. And if you have any questions, do make sure to reach out well in advance of any deadlines so we can get that clarified. So just to be clear, read through the materials early in the week. And if you have some questions, reach out to me before the deadline. And that way we get your questions clarified and get you moving forward. One other quick thing that I want to let you know is I'm a stickler for deadlines. So do make sure you adhere to all class deadlines. Hopefully you've done a good job so far by making the intro post. Okay, so make sure you take care of the intro post if you haven't already done so you can move forward into the class. Moving forward, the weekly deadline is Sunday night, 11:50 p.m. Mountain Time, straight up. By the way, gang, the timekeeping is all done by Canvas, the learning management tool that you use to submit your assignments. And so it keeps track of the time. It knows what time it is. And so there's no way to get around that. If you submit late, you submit late, it is flagged as late. You may submit up to the following Friday after the deadline your submission. It will cost you 5% a day in terms of late penalty. And I'm a stickler to this, and I'll tell you why. It's because I believe in academic integrity, and I believe in giving every student an equal chance. Everybody gets the same opportunity in my classes. There's no bias, which we're going to talk about this week. So because everybody's given the same opportunity, nobody's given any advantages. I know a number of students have things going on during the week and they're busy, right? And so a lot of people are busy and they still step through these challenges and are able to meet the deadlines of the class. And because I want to be respectful of them and have the integrity that they had in terms of meeting those deadlines and honoring their commitments, that's how it goes. So if you do have a problem, if something comes up and there is an emergency, I'm certainly understanding of that, as we all are, right? But do reach out and communicate with me in advance and we'll work something out. So with that, I do want to dive into the class, walk you through the materials so you have a very clear understanding of what to expect for this week. All right, and I do know some students are just getting started. Some students have been around the block a couple of times. So when you come into the class up here, normally you are going to see the 5 most current announcements. And so right in this section right here is where you're going to want to come in and just check announcements. Just make sure you're current. I'm going to be sending a lot of stuff out to you. Some of it's just fun or reminders, but definitely the Monday stuff that comes out every week is the need to know stuff. So make sure you keep up on the announcements. I will hold you accountable to the information that I put in this video and in the announcements, just the same as the assignments. So if you got the information, you're going to do very well in the course. If you don't watch the videos, and I'm talking very specifically about something that you didn't really see in the instructions, it is what it is. So again, make sure you watch the videos. Over here on the left-hand toolbar, if you're not familiar with it, there is a button in here called Modules. When you click on that, it will take you to this page right here where you can navigate through the entire week 1 or any week in the course. Here we go into the outcomes for the week, and this, gang, will just give you an idea of what to expect over the course of the week. This is the stuff that we're going to talk about. Okay, makes sense, right? You can then hit the right next button. It'll take you to the learning activities for the week. Now, there is 2 chapters in the textbook that you're going to want to read. The textbook is online, but it is also available as a download. I highly recommend that you download this. You will have it readily available on your computer. There is a lot of really cool stuff. Psychology, the history, the deep history of the theories and some of that stuff is can get dry at times, but some of the stuff that we do in psychology is very cool. So the textbook has a lot of great general information. We, of course, are going to be talking about some of this content throughout the course, but keep up on the readings, go through this information. And I know how students get, they're not deeply reading this stuff, but you should go through this information and have a good general sense of the content. It will help you greatly in the assignments and the submissions and so forth. There is a short little snippet on the history of behaviorism you'll want to take a look at as well. And then there's a couple of videos on here, one of which I think is pertains to the discussion post, which we'll talk here for a moment. Actually, I think they all do. Now that I look about it. This is behavioralism, and these 2 are on biases. So do take a look at these videos. There's a lot of short little snippet videos in the psychology classes, which are really fun and just kind of helps to enhance the message. But certainly when we talk about the discussion this week, there is a video that is specific for that. So do make sure you do that. Let me actually jump into that. That one. There we go. Sorry. Okay. Let me be clear on discussion posts. So I want everybody to listen to this. And this video this week is usually a little bit longer. I try to keep them under 10 minutes. This one's usually about 10 minutes, a little bit over. Very clear instructions. Okay, discussion posts are simple. The same general instructions will apply to all of your classes, and they're up here. Read through these a couple of times, even if you've been through this class or been through a class before on our campus, because I know you're all fairly new students. I want everybody to be very clear on the expectations. You have to post your main discussion post to the board by Wednesday night each week. Okay, between Monday and Wednesday, hear this too, you must post these during the week assigned. Do not post a discussion post early. When you get into the course, you're going to see you can access everything. I do this because I want you guys to be able to see everything, but please don't post on the discussion boards except during the week it is. So for example, week 1, post during week 1. Don't post on week 2. Don't think you're going to get a jump start. I'll talk about getting a jump start in discussion posts in a moment, okay? Only post during the week assigned. So you want to post between Monday and Wednesday. So week 1, post between Monday and Wednesday, week 1, week 2, Monday, Wednesday, week 2, so on. Okay. You also have to do 2 replies. Those 2 replies can occur anytime during the week, Monday through Sunday. And you have to post on at least 2 different calendar days. So 3 things have to go on the board, 2 different days. Main post by Wednesday, 2 replies anytime during the week. Now, you can do your main post and 1 reply on, say, Tuesday, for example, and then do your second reply, say, Wednesday or Thursday, and you'll be done. Okay? Everybody's clear on that? If you have any questions, let me know. Read through this a couple of times. By the way, Tuesday night main post, Wednesday night second reply is what I strongly encourage you all to do. The replies are easy. You'll get them out of the way. They'll be off your plate. You can move on to other things in your life. Okay? For the posts, there you go, posts. I created a new word. Discussion questions. You're going to have a discussion question each week that is going to pertain to whatever topic, whatever content we're talking about this week. This week, as we talk about in the text, they're going to be talking about research and some of the very early roots of psychology. Again, some cool stuff. But this will talk specifically about a bias, judgment, preconceived ideas, if you will. And this video specifically will talk about women psychologists. Again, it supports a lot of things in the textbook, some really cool stuff. So read through this, do some reading in the book, answer these questions, and you're going to want to write, think in these terms, about 200 words. I know, Dr. J, it only says we have to write 150. Write about 200 words. I would also like you to add some research, bring some research in your thoughts, and have this posted by Tuesday. Now, before you do this or any other post, always read what the instructor did first. His or her post will always be at the top of the page or very close. A couple of times students beat me, but usually it's going to be right on top. So I put a little note in here just to catch you up on some things, but I will often, as will other instructors, post things that will greatly support you, post links to articles or additional videos and so forth. But I find a lot of times if students just read the post on top, or read my posts, watch the videos, read the article I linked, they're good to go. Okay, so is everybody clear on that? Hopefully you're good to go. All right. Be active on the board, as I will be throughout the week. Now, let's talk about the assignment. The assignment this week is a fun little assignment on a little bit of history related to psychology, and we're actually going to write a paper. It's not a big paper, it's a small paper, so don't anybody panic. Again, if you've done your homework and you read, I think it'll take you, based on the average speed, average college student, probably about 2.5 hours to do all the readings and watch the videos this week. It shouldn't be too bad. So just take a look at all that stuff. It'll be really easy. You'll have all the information, but you're going to write a 500 to 700 word paper, and you're going to have a title page. You'll also have a reference page and stuff in the middle. The stuff in the middle will generally consist of an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. You're going to structure it in a general essay format. And you want to make sure that you have these elements in there. You're going to define psychology. And when I say define, by the way, switch that word out. Think describe. Talk about it a little bit in depth. Don't just say Webster says the psychology is this. Why don't you say psychology is la 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 la. I don't want to give anything away. I don't want any spoilers in my videos. Okay, so describe what psychology is. Okay, we use descriptions more in psychology, and I think somebody non-psychology wrote this page. So we talk more in descriptions. It gives a little bit more of a nuanced look of what it is. Description of the basic principles of behaviorism, which is a major school of psychology. Description of the basic principles of humanism, which is another school. And a description of two key historical events between 1849 and 1990 in which behaviorism impacted the field of psychology, include the name of the theorists involved in the event, the details of experiment and or research. This is kind of open-ended, gang. You can pick from a variety of people you were going to read about in the text. Pick one, write a couple cool things. 2 references means the textbook and maybe a YouTube video or maybe an article you found and so forth. There is some tools on here for APA formatting. There is a template on here. I do have some other tools and resources. I believe I may have already scheduled them out there, but some folks send me an email. Let me know where you're at if you're struggling or having some anxiety relating to writing a paper or submitting a paper for your first time. I will certainly help you and lend some more support. So this is not a challenge per se at the college level, but I know that a lot of students are brand new at all this stuff. And so it might be just a little overwhelming. So, but I assure you, it's going to be okay. Continue to breathe. And so with that, that's it. Like I said, there's a little bit longer this week because of the intro stuff. I hope you all got the gist of what we're talking about this week. Do remember, I am here to support you. I will be highly active and engaged. So it is a two-way street. You'll see a lot of videos come out from me, particularly on the intro posts and things of that nature. But I'm also very engaged in terms of discussions and other things. So again, let me know if you have some questions. Have a fantastic week, gang, and I look forward to an active discussion board. Have a great week. Bye-bye.